The first question most people ask is, how old is it? Usually followed by, how do you know how old it is? I'm going to show you the means I use to be able to look at something and tell how old it is, where it might have come from, in fact its entire history, quite quickly and easily. I call it speed dating, and it is easy, and if I can do it, so can you. There it is, there's the baluster shape. That was the basic shape which lasted from the early 1700s to 1760s. Simply looking at that, you can tell that this should be from before the 1770s, the typical mid-18th century. Baluster shape, lots of folio designs, fantastic. The Geoffrey Museum contains one of London's best-loved collections. The layout of the room shows the changing style of English domestic interiors from 1600 to the present day. Well, now we're going to take a step back in time into the 1630s. This is the earliest room set in the Geoffrey Museum. You'll see they've recreated a hall. Now, between 1695 and 1710, there were the most amazing changes in design. First thing you notice, at least I hope you notice, is that now the chair backs, instead of being gentle and curvilinear, have grown wings. This room would have been typical, good upper middle class family round about 1835. I simply had to bring you to the best antique centre I know, and this place has won top awards. You can come here every day for the rest of your life and always find something new because the stock is constantly changing. So let's go and browse. How do I know it's Victorian? Well, it's a combination of designs that never happened before the 1860s, 1870s. You wouldn't have the carving of these little scrolls and this stiff leaf foliage here with little pyramids, aren't they, around the outside. And then, most important of all, is the typeface. That font wasn't invented until the 19th century. That's really charming. Ah, now look, in those corners of the diamond there are letters and numbers, and they will tell you the day of the month of the year that pattern was registered. We're very lucky in this country because we're never far away from one of our great stately homes. And in these places you can see all of these lovely things in their original setting. Now here's an old friend, our baluster. Look at that. Probably the finest, grandest four-poster bed you could ever wish to see. Look at that. The height of Rococo, the height of flamboyance, 1765. Any humanly manufactured item betrays the period of which it is made. And that's just as true of an old handcrafted thing as it is of something mass-produced today.